Hey there, it's Dr. Misty Senz with Everest Coaching Systems. And today I want to talk with you about the three critical components, or what I think are the three critical components to running a successful solo doc practice. So I have had my own practice for 22 years. So how do you have longevity in practice without burnout, but also having massive growth and success? So I'm going to tell you what I think those three critical keys are. And the first one is that you must know every nuance of your practice. Everything from answering the phone to cleaning the toilets. You need to know every aspect of your practice and how to handle any situation. Number two, to go along with that, and that is that you must find and train the best staff possible. So I have been fortunate to have an office manager who has been with me for 19 years. And so we train regularly and consistently. But what she's been trained on is what I want her to know. She didn't come up with this stuff on her own. That wasn't her job. We have a manual with all the scripting down, everything from how she's supposed to answer the phone to saying goodbye to a patient. So that is the second critical key component to having longevity in practice and saving yourself, but also your team from burnout. So with that said, your team really has to be on board with your vision and mission for what you want to do in your community. If they're not on board, they're not going to be a good fit for you. And so again, thankfully, my office manager who's been with me the 19 years, she's completely on board. She wants this vision to happen. She knows what our mission is, and she is helping to ultimately grow and have our practice be successful. And if you notice, I said it's our practice because she feels as if she has invested so much in it as well. It is her practice as well. So your team's got to feel that way. They've got to feel like, yep, this is my mission too. This is my practice as well. Listen, ultimately at the end of the day, I have the final say on what happens because it is my business. But they do have a say. They are involved in the processes that we do in the office. And that helps to take stress off of everybody when we collaborate together. And then the third critical key to longevity and not having burnout is you've got to be able to change. You've got to be able to change. And you've got to have a willingness to do that as well. What I mean by that is, you know the saying, the definition of insanity, right? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Listen, if something's not working, change it. You've got to be willing to change. But so does your team as well. Listen, when I go to a seminar, my team is prepared for me to come back from a seminar and change something. They're prepared for that. If something doesn't change, they're like, there must not have been anything good at that seminar. So they're prepared for that. You and your team have to be prepared to change, to try something new. If you're not trying something new in your practice, you're going to be bored, your team's going to be bored, your patients are going to be bored. Okay? It's okay to change. It's okay to try new things. The worst thing that can happen is whatever you've tried didn't have the results that you want. You can go try something else. So I think those are the top three critical things that you have to have for longevity and not burn out. Number one is that you have to know every nuance of your practice. You have to have your team on board and train them to all of those nuances. And then you've got to be open to change. So those are some of the things that we help docs with in Everest Coaching Systems. So I hope that you guys will, come to our next boot camp so that you can work on having longevity, growth, and success in your practice. We'll see you later.